Welcome back to the Dundonald International Ice Bowl in Northern Ireland. Well, we're here for the last program of the series, and this time we're going to show combination spins, combination jumps. We shall also be recapping on some of the things we've talked about during the program and hopefully seeing if some of it's taken root. Right, now, in an original program, which is part of the requirements for championship skating, one has to do a combination spin. How would you like to show us the combination spin you're working on? That's a very good variation of the sit spin, a change of foot into a backward sit spin, and then into a kind of attitude spin and a back cross toe. Fine.
Not the best parallel, the first
Not the
one.
best start that I've ever seen you give. I think you let your body drop forward instead of holding the weight up underneath in the hips there. Yes. The sit spin with the twist and the leg going through is wonderful. You do that beautifully. There's a, you've been trying to learn to do that, haven't you? Let's have a look. Yes, that's very good. A good start on that. I should work on that, Neil, because that will be useful to you later on. What did you think of that camel spin that time? I think we've talked about camel spins before. Yeah. What would you say?
Not very good.
What do you think was wrong with it?
Position.
Right. What about the free leg?
Wasn't straight.
No. Well, if you can tell me afterwards, why not show me and think about it while you're doing it? Okay, try again. That's much better. Much better. Good. Okay. Good. You see, you should never have to do a camel spin that isn't to your best. I mean, everyone can make a mistake. But sometimes when you don't think, you teach yourselves bad habits. Okay?
Yeah. All
right. The layback spin is one of the most important, particularly for the ladies. The men don't do it so much. Over the years, I think probably one of the best has certainly been Janet Lynn and Dorothy Hamill. They both employ a very open free leg position, which I like to see rather than the leg straight and the toe turned up. Do you do the layback spin? Yes, let's see you, Kathy. Okay, right, now, it's a nice beginning, okay? Now, I'd like to see that before you actually start the layback, you've established that you're standing very straight to begin with your arms out. Now, where are you going to put the free leg? If you just try this, put your foot behind your knee, and then just lift the knee up. Yes, right, okay. Let's stand on a nice straight leg. No, yes, now go, put the foot behind the knee, and then just open the knee. That's right. Right. Now let's try that by yourself. Don't look down. Put in the knee and open. Okay, now see if you can look up a little bit by taking the arms up while you do that. Right, now, good, okay. Let's try that one more time. Lovely, now if we could see a spin like that, we'd be in business. So, try it on a medium speed spin first. So, do start off nice and straight, and then get the spin going first before you go into the layback position. Okay. Yes, that's nice. That's going to be nice if you keep that. Because the higher, the more open the position, the more effective the turn will look. Try one more. That was good. Whoa. Excellent, good. Now, while you're leaning back, you have to really feel that you're supporting yourself and that you want, you know this bone in your chest here, your sternum, you want to feel that that's lifting to the ceiling. And also, the muscles in the bottom, at the bottom of your bottom, you have to squeeze them together. And that's the secret of the whole thing. It's holding this tightness underneath there which supports the spin. Are we getting X-rated here? But that's the truth. Right, let's try again. Good, okay, very good. Can you feel tight, these muscles here nice and tight?
Yes.
Try one more, that's excellent. I think that's a really... And lift up, lift up, lift up. Well done, that's good. That's terrific. Right, Miss Coulson. How are you today?
Fine.
Fine, good. All right. We're going to talk about some combination jumps. I'd like to see a single combination with maybe 4 jumps in it. All right, let's see the axel double loop. Okay. All right. Well, you did it, and that's the first thing. Now, the thing that I've been saying to you a lot about the jumps is the position of your free leg in the air, right? We've talked about that. Now, if you had landed the axel and really stretched the free leg forward as you landed, it wasn't. It was like this. And then it sort of came into this, again, rather open cross position instead of like that, exactly. Yeah. So just show me the landing of the axle in slow-mo. So you're here. Now, heads up, though, isn't it? That's right. And the more you can pull this forward on the landing of the axle, the tighter your spring's going to be for the double loop. Okay, so try that. Nice and fast. How did that feel?
Much better.
Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it? Okay, that was better, wasn't it?
Yes, that felt much higher.
Yeah. All right, let's start working towards this triple again. You've got your foam padding on.
Yes.
That's all right.
Precaution this today.
Yes. That's it. That was better. That was much better.
I felt if I could control that better, I knew where I was.
Yes, yes, that was definitely better. You see, I think that I admire your spirit and guts in the attack, but I think until you've got the technique of the thing
Solid.
absolutely under your belt, you do a little better to take it slightly slower. Because, of course, the more speed you have, the more, if you have a little swing, it will have a greater impact on it. I'm sure that if you take it a little bit slower, really set yourself up properly, have the confidence just to stand here, and then come down through the toe, you're going to do it. And really, right at the top of the jump, say to you, you haven't got time to say it to yourself, but feel that you are not going to drop down. You are going to fight to stand up.
Felt as if I could have opened that one.
I'm sure you could have.
Oh.
But you didn't, really, did you?
Oh, great. We have to sit on slow motion, don't
Yeah.
we?
See how you're going around beforehand there? And there was no opening.
Open at all.
You see, you're backwards. You're absolutely round. But...
Oh, that was rather unique. That looks really good. I'll have to try that. No, not from sitting, but it looks good the way that you come up and move.
But look, see how your shoulders don't stop?
Just up and round.
There. You see, you're backwards. Your back is towards...
My foot's
But
sort of
there's
sideways.
there's no opening from the top of the jump. Do you see what I'm
No.
saying? I think that always you have to go back to the double when you have a day like today and analyze it very carefully. So let's have one nice double to just finish off. These things don't come overnight, but you'll find that one day a penny will drop.
Yes.
Something will click in your mind, and from that moment on, you'll have it.
Yes, just one day it happens.
Yeah, that's the thing about training, isn't it? Some days you can go for weeks on end, and everything's peachy, and then suddenly you'll come in and think, oh my goodness, it's like I've got somebody else's skates on.
Yes.
And it's having the presence of mind to just say, okay, this too will pass.
Yeah, you just
and I'm going to
rise above it and just do the best you can, make the best you can of it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Thank you.
We've talked quite a lot about rotation jumps, but there are all the position jumps, split jumps, stag jumps, mazurkas, and let's have a look at some of these. Now, there are several different ways to do a mazurka and also a split jump. So let's start off with a mazurka from the back inside edge. So we'll take a forward outside 3 turn. Okay. Have you ever tried these before? No. All right, well, let's start with you, Terry.
Why not? What?
So it's a forward out, let in slowly, very slowly. There's a forward outside 3 turn. You step, cross the leg behind and glide forward. So really all you're doing is this. That's it, exactly. Now the other one. And no, back inside, back inside. Yes, good. So that's a mazurka. Now let's look at a stag jump, which comes from the same entrance. Well, there are 2 ways of doing it. You can do it as you would a loop jump, or you can do it as you would a flip or toe salcho. You can take a stag jump as a split jump from a forward inside mohawk. Woo! Okay. Who'd like to try that? Okay, now, your front leg is sort of out here. I'd like it to, instead of being out like that, try to get it up underneath you, rather than seeing that in the air. You can sort of disguise it a bit by doing that. Yeah, that's a little better, good. All right. Split jumps and falling leaves. Again, there's 2 ways of doing it. You can do it as you would from a flip, or you can take the falling leaf takeoff, which is the back outside edge in the loop jump. I'll show you a falling leaf. Okay.
I think Terry should have a go at these.
Would you like to?
Not from that. I could probably have a go from a mohawk.
Oh, you show us one from a mohawk then.
I'm not terribly good at that.
So there's a forward inside mohawk. Very good. That's very good. Good. I know you do a split jump, don't you, Neil? Well, let's have a look at it. Yeah, good. Now, the more you can bend here in the knee, the better the spring will be. And as you throw the front leg up, you have to try and lift slightly your body towards it. Understand?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, not bad. So, does anyone do a Russian split?
I'll try one.
Okay, all right. Now let's see the regular split jump. Okay, now I think you could do something much nicer than this in the air. Try, for instance, just stretching the opposite arm forwards. So you'll take the mohawk and then jump so that way in the air. Yeah, I think that has a better look for you. Really try even more.
I can't get the arm round.
Well, you have to stretch. So what you really are going to do is that in the air. Good. Okay, I like that better because it has makes a better picture in the air.
Unusual as well, don't
Sort
you?
of a you know, it's a bit quick.
Okay.
All right. Now let's have a look at a butterfly. Okay. I'll try one of these. Okay. Now, can you do one of those, Emma?
Not as well as that.
Oh, that's very good.
Oh,
Okay, that's not bad at all. Now, the idea is here that the body should stay low and the legs should fan around the body, as it were. They should make an arc that way. So, without actually doing the butterfly, you have to keep your body down low and then bring the one leg round and the other. So from here, this leg goes up and around, and then that one does. See if you can do that. Yes, it's absolutely right, except that you're leaving your body up and then going around it. You have to try and take your body lower. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, now let's put a couple of these things that we've been talking about, these position jumps, onto the music that we've been working on. All right, so we finished here, right? Last time. So we'll do a forward outside 3, mazurka, forward outside 3, mazurka, and then forward inside 3, forward outside 3, forward outside 3, stag jump. You're in a big, wide open space, and your skates are shiny and sharp, and the ice is great. Skate out. Okay. Nice, Emma. Now make a difference between that long position and the forward one. Fine, build up. Come on, you're going to go a big jump. Okay.
One of these stag jumps. I tried, at least
So you got through a bit more of it that
did,
time.
yes.
Well, that's something that every competitive skater should learn, because don't you find that when you get a new program, you think, oh, I'm never going to get through this. And then if you consistently keep going through without stopping, without thinking, oh, you know, I'll just have a quick breather for 20 seconds or 10 seconds, then gradually the stamina builds up and you can get through the program with no problem. I think that's one of the main faults in the training of many skaters. Okay, I'm going to ask each one of you what you think that you should most work on in order to progress. Terry?
Knee bends, I think, to keep lower down, keep the knees more flexible.
Yeah, I think that that would make a tremendous difference because really everything you do is fine, absolutely fine. You've just now got to be able to relax in the muscles and let them move more.
Yes, I'm the same with knees, but also to relax more in my shoulders and my head, hold my head up.
Now, Kathy.
Bob my arms up and down like that.
Yes.
And to keep my head up and to stretch my leg out and not to keep it like that, sort of with the bit pointing up to the ceiling. And also not to try too hard or you could pull something.
You what?
If you tried too hard, you could easily pull something like in the...
Like in the spread eagle,
yes.
absolutely.
You could
That's
really hurt
I'm
yourself.
glad you got the message on that. Good. Neil?
In my jumps, keep my free leg down
Yes.
and some style.
Yes. Do you have some style? I mean, that's the thing that if I was teaching you, it might make me a little bit cross because you have it, but you don't always use it. You see, that would be maddening for a teacher to think, well, I know he can do better than that. And for sometimes you not to think about it. So I really think that that's the key. You've got to think about it. Okay?
Yeah.
Good.
I've got to keep my knees together in my jumps as well.
Yes.
And not like that.
Yes. In other words, rotate them in.
On combinations, I've got to stretch my full leg forward.
If it's a loop.
Not like that.
If it's a loop, not if it's a toe loop.
If it's a child flip, going into my toe salto and double, I've got to stretch my full leg before I go into it. Not.
Yes. Okay. Emma.
I think just to hold the positions more, not rush everything, take each position as it comes, like the arms, then the bend, then up, in, out, not just one big blur of things, and also to take my time into things, not to rush like crash, bang, wallop into everything.
Yes. Yes. Well, I'd like to thank you all. You've all been great to work with, and you've all tried jolly hard, and thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
Well, we've come to the end of the series. Whether you're interested in learning to be a competitive skater, or perhaps you just skate for the fun, the pleasure, exercise, and the joy of gliding over the ice, I hope that you've learned something from these programs. If, however, your enjoyment of skating is confined to watching it, other people do it on the television, I hope that next time you look in, you'll be able to spot some of the qualities and perhaps the faults that we've been talking about. So in the meantime, to all of you, happy skating.
Since we recorded this series, Emma Murdoch has become the British Ladies Figure Skating Champion, a title she won in November.